After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. One final time this season. Hi there, everybody. Joined by Brock Hewitt in the booth. I'm Kate Scott, and we have made it. The greatest game of them all, everybody. Welcome to the Super Bowl. And it really is the perfect crowning event for each and every NFL season, isn't it, partner? All the fanfare, the celebration of the week leading up to this game, and then in the moment, we see the two best teams in the NFL squaring off.
Such a few fortunate players and coaches who are making a repeat appearance in this game on this stage, Kate. So many. This is the culmination of a dream that began a decade, even a couple decades ago, as a young player discovering their love for football. And for those first-timers, that's fine. Go ahead and take in this atmosphere. Just make sure you're focused when that ball is teed up and ready to go. Those dreams you had as a kid, well, they didn't end up with you losing this game. Oh, no. They ended up with you raising the Lombardi Trophy and calling yourself a champion.
Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings in Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness, but I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
On first down, Allen. Brought in close to the 8. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Time to start the scoring in this Super Bowl, partner. We've got first and goal. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Cook again. And he's stonewalled by this front, right at the 3. Stopped for no gain, and now a big third and goal decision coming up.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's third and goal. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
pass now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is one of those moments where you just go back in that backyard as a kid and you close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now. I think this is the part where they run away, Kate, as in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. He's keeping it.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. He's got Smith. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. It's Hurts once again. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Motion man left is Brown. And again, here's Hurts. He takes it himself. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. A throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on first down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing here, Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On first down, Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. Escapes a defender. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Well, that was great timing. Great timing by the big fellas to get out in front of that screen. You could see it coming. Running back has the lineman in front of him to clear a little space. It was all about his athleticism after that.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Gonna go with Barkley on the counter. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
Kid, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, like that entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, man, you appreciate great safety play like that.
Let's get to that wide complete. And he's close, Brock, but it looks like he's out just a little bit short. Well, good efforts, but now they've got a choice to make on 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Well, they are definitely being aggressive here on the big stage. They're going for it on 4th down early. They'll run for it with Barkley. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown! Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Jake Elliott to kick
Now
off
after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Ty Johnson now to return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Here comes the Bills offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Allen now on first down. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from the 41. They motion a receiver left. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, Those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go right up against that line that they needed. Make it third and maybe a yard at most from the 34. So we're officially through one here in the Super Bowl. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Santa Clara coming up. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hurts. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now Hurts. Finds Barkley underneath. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Hurts. He has the first over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, on with Barkley. Pushing for the red zone. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Another Eagles 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Barkley does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. It's Barkley again. And he does not get in. They stop him at the 1.
Now we get to a very interesting call on third down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error, just a single yard to go?
This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to get it with the option here. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Bills 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Cotterington now to return it. Deeks out of one stop. And this drive will start inside the 25. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Bills first down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
On first down, Allen. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Allen fires out wide complete. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
Brings up second down at the 45-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Allen gonna throw again. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings them to third down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Allen on third down. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's taken down. It's a quality yardage on that play.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
He was brought down by Sidney Brown. A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
And a Bills
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
They kick the running back in motion. First and 10. Here's Allen. This throw is caught. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Now Allen has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And after some momentum was wrestled away by that last touchdown drive, Brock, the pressure is on them to respond here. Hurts on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Hurts now from the gun. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first and 10, it's Hurts. He's keeping it again. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Completed to his running back. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you've got to be ready for that check down at all times.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. Right side, caught by Goddard. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
16 yards.
The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
The 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Hurts setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Complete to A.J. Brown. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. One final shot before the half. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this 3rd quarter. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. First down throwing from Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
An offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out, because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Eagles first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Barkley trying this up the gut. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. The Bills set to take over offensively. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, because safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Looking to his fullback now. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Cook trying this one up the gut. Works it past the 20. And they finally manage to get him down at the 23. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That's good for a Bills 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Juke the defender. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
1st down, ball at the 36. This is Cook on the handoff. They cobble together a yard there. Zach Bond with the tackle.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, in the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the 1st down play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 38. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the 1st snap through this 2nd half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
He's got it inside the 25. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Now it's Cook.
James Cook, ball carrier.
You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Catch made right side by Coleman. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
First down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
1st down throw for Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That's called the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Cook. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Third down, 1 yard to go. On the sneak, it's Allen. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And the Eagles have it.
That is such a gut punch as a quarterback. You put in so much work to get down near the goal line. And then you've got to take care of the football. You can't be reckless with the ball. Those defenders are looking to knock it free, and that's exactly what they did, keeping points off the board.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. He completes it in traffic. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A give to Barkley. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They go to Barkley again. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
Yes, a smaller gain on the stat sheet with that counter run, but it does diversify their run game portfolio. Makes those guys, and especially the edge defenders, think a little bit. And Kate, I've told you once, I'll tell you 100 times, I love the play action that comes off of that same counter run action.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now Hurts. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
The Eagles are in punt formation, and he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Collects this at the 35. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. They send him left out of the slot. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Second and 3 now. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Here's a give to Cook. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. They send a tight end in motion. Here's Allen. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's third and goal. He'll try to do it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills take a fourth-quarter lead. Josh Allen, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on fourth down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 14.
Pass now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. They've got first down from the 31. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second down at the 32-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Hurts now from the gun. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You trade a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Second down now, 7 to go. And again, here's Hurts. Finds Barkley underneath. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Kid, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. Get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Dotson now in motion right. Hurts looking to throw. The throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Let's get it out wide, complete. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles now trail by just a point in the 4th. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around, didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now they're on for the most important extra point of their entire season. And he hits that point after, so we're all set up for a heck of a finish here. We're tied in the final frame of the Super Bowl. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Cotterington now to return it. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. On first down, Allen completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
2-0, Keon Coleman. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 36. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He has it on the QB sneak. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down now, on comes Brad Robbins to punt for the Bills. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense.
At their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Oh, that one didn't have any of it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Eagles don't want to see this one go to overtime. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Man in motion here. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Short pass brought in. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
This one's caught. Smith has it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. He'll look to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And that one doesn't get him much, give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's first and 10. Motion man left is Brown. The defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. Third down coming up.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout. This game now resting on the leg of Jake Elliott. Ball on the left hash, the distance 53 yards. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here he goes, one final shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. And the Eagles have flown back to that mountaintop, partner, repeating as Super Bowl champions. Well, as we all remember, last year, such a memorable game in its own right, seeing them deny Kansas City that three-peat. And now this game's going to sit right next to it in Eagles lore, repeating as champions and claiming their third now Super Bowl title.
And we know how hard it is to do, right? Especially in this sport where everything is set up for you not to get back on this stage. The draft and free agency and schedule and all of it. And yet they've overcome it. They've overcome it with stability. They've overcome it with tremendous players. And in that Philly market, they know how to play some physical football.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports,